practice at Harvard Business School. Hello and welcome.
Delighted to be with you, Julia.
So tell us more about what your latest study entails and what you actually discovered.
We wanted to understand why it was that in countries like the US, the UK, and Germany, there were a large number of jobs available while there were simultaneously a large number of people seeking work who couldn't find it. And traditional explanations of that didn't seem to speak to this lasting anomaly in major economies. So we looked at how employers structure their processes for seeking workers and how those processes are experienced by workers who have had difficulty finding positions.
Now, just a few years ago, AI was actually seen and hailed as the only way to reduce bias in recruitment.
Well, I think so, Julia, but it's going to require employers to revisit the way they structure and implement their process for hiring. As our study indicates, AI now is used applying what we think of as negative filters. Exclude someone that doesn't have a college degree, exclude someone who doesn't have a minimum of 5 years of experience, exclude someone who has 6 months or more gap in their work history. And that has the effect of crowding out workers who are actually qualified for positions but have some attribute that AI has been told by companies to use as a excluding variable. If AI were repurposed and the processes that companies used were changed to emphasize affirmative filters, what does someone actually have to be able to do? What are the 5 or 10 things someone needs to be good at to be a success in this position? We think it can be a force for good and its prospects be realized.
But isn't it ironic to let AI take over a field that's dubbed human resources? And how important would you say is it to continue to have human face-to-face interactions in the workplace?
I think it's very important in a couple of ways. The first is it adds an element of judgment and subjectivity that you don't actually want AI to exercise. AI, it does what it's told. And actually, the term intelligence is a little bit misplaced. It's not actually intelligent. What it does is it's really great at filtering through large amounts of data to look for patterns that the user instructed to. So we also need to be aware that human interactions in hiring decisions historically have been associated with many documented instances of bias. So if we can merge the subjective judgment of people who are trying to find valuable new colleagues with the capacity of AI to scan hundreds and thousands of resumes to identify an appropriate candidate using those affirmative filters, I think we can get to a new level of efficiency and fairness in the labor market.
Professor Joseph Fuller there, thank you very much.
My pleasure, Julia.
And it's time now to welcome our